Welcome back to Read Between the Lines as we continue our recap of the year 2014, the year that was an incredible season for sports. We welcome back an all RBTL panel, David Hurley, Pierre Evans Just, and Anthony Cornelia. Great to see you, gentlemen. All right, we talked about right before break the most outstanding team performance. Any individual performances stood out to you?
Cristiano Ronaldo. Already in this calendar year, he's got over 30 goals in 25 games. He's doubled anybody under him right now in the Liga. Last year, he finished as UEFA Player of the Year, Liga top scorer, Champions League top scorer. He ran away with the Ballon d'Or, becoming one of the players to win Ballon d'Or with two different teams, Man U and Real. As a team, Real Madrid won everything across the board. There's no better player than Cristiano Ronaldo in 2014.
For me, I'm going into Anthony's area of expertise. I'm going Tim Howard.
That's because you have the same beard.
Yeah, we look like I could pass for him. Making 16 saves in a round of 16 against Belgium. That was huge. Most saves since 1966. Literally, he kept the U.S. in the game, and for me, that was the most memorable single game performance for the year.
Well, my memorable performance will have to go to a guy who played for the Montreal Canadiens, who was non-existent during the regular season, in René Bourque. Coming out the way he did in the playoffs was fantastic. He came out, he started scoring goals where we were all on our butts in the stands, freaking out, thinking, how is he doing this since he's only scored 6 goals in the regular season? It was a great performance. He helped Montreal Canadiens to an Eastern Conference game.
I'm going to go with Madison Bumgarner. Not only the best performance of the year, but the best performance a pitcher's ever had in the history of baseball. 0.25 ERA in his career with regards to the World Series. He pitched 52.2 innings. Unbelievable performance by Madison Bumgarner. And when you consider he's got 3 rings, and he's 25 years old.
And he had 3 World Series
and he's just
wins.
getting started. So it's unbelievable. We talked about, obviously, these guys being heroes, but there was a couple of zeros throughout the year as well. Anybody stand out for the worst performance or maybe the zero of the year for you?
Zero of the year for me is definitely going to be Jose Mourinho, and this is why I'm saying this.
Wow, that's on the box.
He came into Chelsea and he was supposed to win the Premiership. He missed out on that one, and he was supposed to win in the UEFA Championship, and he didn't win there. So Jose Mourinho has failed for Ibrahimovic, and I think he'll do it. He'll fail again in 2015.
You agree with that, Anthony?
It's tough to agree with that because I don't want to create a lot of haters. I've already done that when I hated on Messi. But
real quick,
like Dave said, to go up against PSG, Mourinho might put all his eggs in one basket and come out with nothing this year.
Do you have a zero in soccer as well, or?
I'm going with Brazil. Hosting the World Cup, promising to 200 million people with all the economic crisis. There was protests in Brazil. They didn't want to host the World Cup. Brazil went in and lost 7-1 to Germany. They got off to a start against Croatia where they got that questionable penalty, and they didn't perform. That Samba Diogo Bonito wasn't there. Zero.
For me, it's not that he was ever a hero, but for me, it's Donald Sterling. The shadow that he cast over the NBA really, it put a damp on the playoffs, and they were great playoffs last year. For me, he was definitely a guy that had to be removed, and that definitely it could have been much worse. Obviously, he got removed very fast, but for me, he was definitely the zero of the year.
I got to go with Tiger Woods. Tough year for Tiger Woods.
Leave Tiger alone, man.
Not that he was ever a zero, right? I still consider him a great impact player with regards to golf, and obviously, absolutely the greatest ever. But this specific year, if we look back at 2014, it was a tough year for Tiger Woods. He had his worst finish in an Open ever, missing cuts, he's not doing well, and I think that this whole situation with Tiger Woods has impacted him a lot more than we think, than we'd like to think. Psychologically, big time. And we're now starting to see the long-term aspect. Everybody kind of brushed it off and says, Tiger will be back, Tiger will be back. Now you get to understand how competitive golf is. Now you get to understand how competitive it is for guys like Tiger to repeat. But at the same time, the flip side of that is it creates an incredible look back at what he's been able to accomplish now that you see how hard it is for him to win.
Exactly.
So gentlemen, stay right there because I want to look forward to the year 2015 as we talk about our pretenders or contenders. You don't want to miss that. Stay right there. All that more happening right here. You know what it is. It's Read Between the Lines.